Good day everyone. So today we will be having, or I will be teaching you how to create an operating budget. So I have already discussed this one in our previous meeting. So let us have another example of an operating budget then. So given the following, KLM Ramirez Company is developing its budget for 2024, and the following were the actual data in the income statement for the year 2023. So these are the actual data class, or these are the data, the actual data that we've got, that the KLM Ramirez got from the previous year, or the year 2023. So they have their sales, their beginning inventory, purchases, ending inventory. And there's a note here that the markup price is 25% of the cost. So meaning, the selling price would be 125% of the cost then. Then we have our selling expenses that is included with the commission sales, that is 10% of the sales. Administrative expense 400,000, depreciation expense 50,000, interest expense 25,000, and income tax of 30%. So here are the additional information that is given by the company, that they are planning to have their budgeted income statement for the year 2024. So ang first bullet, in 2024, the company is planning to increase its sales volume by 15%. So meaning, ilang patubuan og 15% ang ilang sales volume. So when we talk about sales volume, as what we have, or was what I have mentioned in the previous meeting, it refers to the number of units produced and sold. And while increasing the sales commission by 5%. So aside nga atong gi-increase ang number of units to be sold, we also have increased the commission percentage. From 10%, it increases to 15%. Kaya increase mo daw siya by 5%. And then our cost of goods sold will also be increased by 15%. Second bullet, ending inventory will still be 25,000 at the end of the year 2024. So for the ending inventory class, it states here that it should be 25,000 at the end of the year 2024. And then selling expense, excluding sales commission, will increase by 10%. Meaning, ang atong selling expense daw, walay appeal ang commission on sales nato, kay mo increase og 10% in the year 2024. While our administrative expense will also increase by 5%. The existing we have now in the fourth bullet, the existing non-current assets has a 2 years remaining useful life, and no other non-current assets will be acquired during the year. Interest expense and tax rate will remain the same. So sir, nganong na may additional information ang non-current assets that we're only preparing a budgeted income statement man? Remember, if nothing non-current assets class, every year we will record its annual depreciation expense. So we have depreciation expense here. So since as of 2024, nagihapoy remaining 2 years ng useful life in non-current assets, og on the 2024 walay plano si company nga mo acquire og other assets, so we will assume that depreciation expense will still remain, or as is gihapon ang depreciation expense. So right now, we are tasked to prepare a budgeted income statement for the year 2024. So let us prepare then a budgeted income statement. Okay, so I have already prepared here the format class. Again, in preparing a budgeted income statement, do not forget to put the name of the company. That would be KLM Ramirez Company, budgeted income statement for the year ended December 31, 2024. So let us now recheck again the information that was given to us in the problem in preparing the 2024 budgeted income statement. So for our sales, as being mentioned earlier, that our sales will increase, the sales volume will increase by, that is 15%. So in the year 2023 class, in the year 2023, our sales volume is actually, pilagitang sales, our sales is 2,000 at 2 million. And then we have our selling price of 50 pesos. So we will divide that one, 2 million divided by 50 pesos nga selling price, that would be 40,000 units. So therefore, in the year 2023, our sales was 40,000 unit. But in the year 2024, it will be increased by 15%. So therefore, ato siyang i-multiply by 1.15 or 115%. Again, class, kato kung gitudlo ninyo in the previous meeting, that if it is an increase, then 100% plus the increase. If it is a decrease, then 100% minus the decrease. So since it is an increase of 15%, that is why we'll need to multiply it by 115%. So 40,000 units times 115%, that will give us 46,000 units. So therefore, in the year 2024, we are expecting that maka-produce o makabaligya taog 46,000 units. Okay? So 46,000 units multiplied by the selling price of 50 pesos. Since wala man gi-state here sa budget information nga naay na usab or changes sa selling price, so we will presume that the selling price will remain as is. So 46,000 times 50, that will give us 2,300,000. So our sales for the year 2024 is 2,300,000. Our budgeted sales. So we will write it here, 2,300,000. Wala usab ang color here day. 2,300,000. Okay. So next, for our cost of goods sold, diba? For our cost of goods sold class, the components of our cost of goods sold, as what I have mentioned in our previous meeting, it would be your beginning inventory, add your purchases, and that would be your cost of goods available for sale, then less ending inventory, and that would be your cost of goods sold. Diba, it has been stated in the budgeted information here that our ending inventory will be, it will be 25,000 units at the end of the year. So how do we solve for the cost of goods sold, sir? Nang gipanghatag raman diri is number of units. So we need to identify tagpila di ang cost per unit. So tagpila di ay ang cost per unit. So again, as what it has been stated here in the problem, nga ang markup price daw kay 25% of the cost. So we will assume that the selling price of 50 pesos kay na siya markup nga 25%. So we need to get the 100%. So how do we get the 100%? So ang selling price kay 125%, tama na siya. To get the cost nga 100%, atong i-divide si 50 pesos divided by 1.25. Okay? So 50 divided by 1.25, that will give us 40 pesos. So meaning, ang atong cost day class is 40 pesos. all of our inventory will be costing 40 pesos per unit. So here, so sa itong ending inventory class, it has been stated nga ika 2024, 25,000 daw ang atong ending inventory. So if we will have 25,000 nga ending inventory, so 25,000 times 40, that will give us 1 million. So for our ending inventory EI, that would be 1 million. So butang sa nato diri ha, 1 million. Okay? And also, gi-state po diri class nga ang atong COGS daw will increase by 15%. So meaning, ang atong COGS in 2024 kay mutubo po siya og 15%. So we need to identify first pila di ay ang COGS pagka 2023 para ma-identify nato pila ang tubo sa COGS sa 2024. So again, here, for 2023, to identify the COGS, we have our beginning inventory. So beginning inventory na to 5,000 units multiply by 40 pesos nga cost. Dayon add purchases nga pila, that is 10,000 units multiply by 40 pesos nga cost per unit, then less ending inventory nga 10,000 units multiply by 40 pesos nga cost per unit. So 5,000 times 40, that will give us 200,000. And then we have 10,000 times 40, that will give us 400,000. And then for ending inventory, that will still gonna be 400,000. Therefore, 200 plus 400 minus 400, our COGS in the previous year on 2023 is 200,000. And since mo increase man sad siya og 15%, so ato siyang i-multiply og 1.15 kini increase man, di ba? So ato siyang i-multiply og 115. I-multiply og 115%. So 200,000 times 115%, that will give us 230,000. So meaning, in the year 2024, our cost of goods sold will now be 230,000 dere. So 230,000. So, sir, how do we identify then, since we are preparing a budgeted income statement class, bisan pag naan ang cost of goods sold, we still need to present our beginning inventory and purchases, or budgeted beginning inventory and purchases for the year 2024. So, for the beginning inventory class, if you notice, ang atong ending inventory dinhi sa 2023 class, mauna na siya ang beginning inventory nato sa 2024. Again, ang ending inventory sa previous nga year will be the beginning inventory sa next year. So, atong ending inventory pagka 2023 kay 10,000 units multiply by 40, this is 400,000. So, therefore, our beginning inventory on the 2024 is 400,000. Okay? So, beginning inventory will be 400,000. So, sir, pila day atong purchases. So, how do we get our purchases class? Wala man gi butang sa information diri kung pila atong purchases. So, ato siyang i-squeeze or ato siyang i-work back. So, dapat inig-add na ko ni inventory of purchases, then i-minus sa, sa ending inventory, dapat ang answer kay 230,000. So sir, how do we solve for that? How do we work back? So imo na siyang i-opposite class. So imuhang imuhang cost of goods sold nga 230,000, since negative man na siya, i-add back nato sa less nga ending inventory nga 1 million. And then plus or minus beginning inventory nga 400k. Again, tanang gipang less din hi class kay atong i-add back, tanang gipang plus kay atong i-minus. Diba? For example, sa cost of goods sold, ato mo na siyang gi-minus, di ba? So ako siyang gi-add. Ang ending inventory, minus man na siya kay less man. So ako po siyang gi-add og balik. And then ang beginning inventory kay positive man, ako siyang gi-minus. And the answer for this will be your purchases or budgeted purchases for the year 2024. So 230,000 plus 1 million minus 400,000, that will give us 830,000. Therefore, atong budgeted purchases for the year 2024 is 830,000. So i-add na nato 400,000 na beginning inventory plus 830,000 na purchases. Atong cost of goods available for sale is 1,230,000. Okay? And then less ending inventory. So 1,230 minus 1 million, that will give us the cost of goods sold of 230,000. Okay? So atong sales kay 2,300,000 minus 230,000 nga cost of goods sold, that will give us 2,070,000 as our gross profit. Okay? So we're done now with the sales and cost of goods sold. So we will now going to proceed to the expenses. So for the expenses, additional information, atong selling expense daw, excluding the sales commission, will increase by 10%. So pila ditong selling expense pag 2023. So if you notice class, atong selling expense pag 2023 is 300,000. But sa selling expense nga 300,000 class, sulod na dira ang sales commission. Sales commission daw kay 10% of the sales. So therefore, ang sales man pagka 2023 kay 2 million. So 2 million times 10%, ang sales commission is 200,000 for the year 2023. So ang kaning selling price nimo class na siya sales commission nga 200,000 ug napod na siya other selling expense nga 100,000. So ang gipot pasabot dinhi sa bullet number 3, ang selling expense daw walay appeal ang selling commission kay mo increase og 10%. So ang kaning 100,000 class ato siyang i-multiply og 110%. So atong selling expense now will be 100,000 times 110%, that would be 110,000. Ang other nga selling expense. So other selling expense is 110,000. But remember, nga sa selling expense, apil pod ang sales commission. Diba tong sales commission, kay mo increase siya og 5%. So from 10% ka sales commission, mo increase siya og 5%, so 15% na siya on the sale. Sales commission class, makuha ra na nimo kung naa kay sales. And on the year 2024, maka-sales ta og 2,300,000. So therefore, napod tay ma-incurred nga sales commission ana. So 2,300,000 multiply by 15%, ang budgeted sales commission nato for 2024 kay 2,300,000 times 0.15, that will give us 345,000 nga budgeted sales commission. So add other selling expense plus 110, that will give us 455,000 ang atuang total nga selling expense. So selling expense is 455,000. So 455,000. Okay? Following so far, let's go to administrative expense. It is also being stated here that administrative expense will increase by 5%. So, ang ato ang admin expense nga 400,000 pagka 2023 mo increase daw siya og 5%. So, multiply by 1.05 or 105%. 400,000 times 105%, that will give us 420,000. So our administrative expense for the year 2024 is 420,000. So this is 420,000. And again, for the depreciation expense class, as what I have mentioned earlier, depreciation expense will remain as is kay wala man tigipalit nga laing equipment, ug also ang remaining useful life sa existing non-current asset is 2 years pa. So that is 50,000. So total operating expenses will be 455,000 plus 420 plus 50, that will give us 925,000. So therefore, atong operating income is 2,070,000 minus 95,000, that will give us 1,145,000 as our operating income. Wala na tumong. So, that is 1,145,000. Okay? So, next is for our non-operating expense. So, in the given additional information, ang atuwa daw interest expense kay as isra daw, so that is 25,000. And then tax rate nato kay as isra pod nga 30%. So, interest expense is 25,000. Again, for our tax class, how do we identify our income tax? It will be based on the operating income. Operating income nato kay 1,145,000 i-multiply by tax nato nga 30%. So, 1,145,000 times 30%. Ato ang tax is 343,500. So that is 343,500. Total non-operating expense is 25,000 plus 343,500, that will give us 368,500. So total non-operating expense nato will be deducted from our operating income nga 1,145. So ang ato ang net income or budgeted net income will be 776,500. Okay? And that's it. It is now your budgeted income statement. Diba? It's very easy, class. It's no-brainer at all. For as long as inyo lang yung i-follow ang each of the additional information, then dili ra mo masaag and you will be able to plot your income statement or budgeted income statement correctly. Okay, that's it. So if you do have any other question, class, you can free to comment down below the video, and I will be happy to answer those questions then. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I am hoping that you are having a good day. Thank you and God bless. Bye-bye.